All right. That's all we need is 20 minutes. And I hate how they change the optics of StreamYard every week. So I have to sign in 15 minutes early to understand how this bullshit works. And I'm not even fucked up right now. I'm actually taking days off. By the way, folks, this is a freestanding podcast. So if you want to join, the link is in the bio. Sorry, I've been having sleep insomnia, but while taking drugs to quit alcohol. And I looked up the side effects this morning, and the main side effect is it makes you not sleep. It also makes you not be able to get a boner. So I quit that. And, I mean, which one's more important, folks? I mean, come on. I need a bone zone. I'm 30 years old. It's ridiculous. Anywho, if the link is in the bio, I only could do about 20 minutes or so. It I miss getting fucked up. The only thing I hate about getting trashed in drugs is that you can't sleep when you're coming down off them. So what do I say? There's nothing better to do than a podcast that is way funnier than 10 or 11 how many Dabbleverse shows. I talked to a certain person of the community last night, and he kept mentioning how bad these shows are, and he would mention them by name, and I told him, I said, I've never heard of these shows. I've never heard of them. He thought I was fucking around, so I showed him my YouTube history. That it's just not something I do anymore. I listen to Kumia, the greats. I don't even listen to MLC anymore because all these guys are talking about the same guys. It stinks. The only reason I'm doing this right now is because there was a couple shows that kept me up late last night. I couldn't even tell you the name of them, but one of them got thrown off YouTube because he was so drunk and acting like an idiot. He asked me to pull out my ball bag and my small pecker. And of course, I'm going to do that anytime somebody asks. And then his, whatever happened, his show got taken off YouTube. So I guess that's why the other show I was going to go on to got a little scared to do so. Now, I would never do that on. Uh, what was it, BYB? We did 4.5 hours, which was absolutely insane. But always a great time. I like Quad Father. I think he's great. I've always have, except when he first started. I thought he was the greatest when he had Brandon on the show, but they had a falling out. And I don't even know why I'm doing this, because really I'm just going to talk about me, because we used to talk about these folks that live in the Dabbleverse, but frankly, after watching these shows for a couple months, and I don't really watch, I just watch the clips. The only guy that's interesting right now is Chad. Chad knows what he's doing. Uh, Everybody else is just doing the same show as everybody. They're not talking about stories that are happening in their lives or any. So they're all boring. So they're basically ruining all of this. I mean, I get, like I said last night on BYB, in 5 years, none of these shows will exist. And I will be much happier because I could give a fuck. I just love to come on here and talk about what's going on with me, what's going on with Stancil, if he can ever join. Because he'll text me 5 minutes before he does his fucking show. Yeah, that pissed me off a little bit today. But it's okay. I still love the guy, and he's great at what he does. We've been through a lot together. Unlike all these dabble verse, oh my god, I just hate saying the fucking word. Holy shit, it's annoying. The link is in the bio if you'd love to join. Get in here, ask some questions. You only got 20 minutes with me because, unlike these losers, I'm not begging for money and I have shit to do. I'm kind of just doing this until I get tired. Because, yes, of course, I got tired this morning and slept for I don't know, till about an hour ago. If you watch BYB, you'll know why I'm tired now. And yeah, I'm trying not to drink alcohol for a while because I think it's going to do me better. I think it makes the shows better when I do care about doing them. But yeah, these other podcasts are so lame. All they just sit around and talk about each other. That's why I'm not even going to mention them. The only person that's good at it is Chad. Even Kevin blows now. Kevin, you stink. You're bad. I'll always respect your brand, though. I will. I will always respect MLC for what you did for me when you put me on. You put my mom on because I mean, you know what's funny because people actually sit down on the couch and watch this stupid shit. It's all stupid. The reason I wear the ski mask and people love to say, "Oh, he's a burn victim," blah blah. Just check the name of the channel. It's Ski Mask Media. It's very easy to find me. Joe Exotic clearly, whatever you call it, doxed me years ago. It's very easy to find me on Facebook or wherever you want to find me. And you can see what I look like. But why do I need to show you fucking clowns what I look like? I mean, I'm probably the hottest guy in the Dabbleverse besides Cabana King. And he doesn't even know what a Dabbleverse is. I had a gentleman on my podcast earlier when I said Dabbleverse, and everybody's name that I included, he didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. That's podcasting. All right. Podcasting is going in a kayak across Long Island Sound. Tomorrow, I'm probably going to swim to an island with my phone in a baggie and do a podcast because that's podcasting. Podcasting isn't sitting around with six guys in a fucking room and what are you gonna do? Play some music and say the N word because you think you're edgy and then your show gets taken down? That's not podcasting. It stinks. It's terrible. Every show I tuned into last night just made me feel so much better about my quote unquote product. And we really don't give a fuck if we make money. We just want to let you guys know how bad your shows are. So clip it, cut it, tweet it. I mean, when Shuli first came out, it was good. It's trash now. Carl, I mean, I have respect for what you've done. I realize you make a lot of money on Patreon, but you're trash now. Everybody's doing the same exact fucking show and that it's getting old. So me and Stancil, we're going to continue to do our show. You're not going to know when we're going to do our show, but turn on the notifications so you know when something gets posted or when we go live, because we're only going to go live when something fun is happening or we have to talk about something fun that happened in our lives. You know what real podcasting is, something funny. Oh my god! I tuned into so I had to come on and talk about this shit. I woke up like an hour ago, and I turned on. I mean, it was even. I said it earlier that Chad was good, but he was like showing some clips and talking about how bad these guys were, and I was like, "Holy shit!" And Doggy Thunder. I mean, listen, folks. He says I thought the ski mask was over. I have a brand to protect. Everybody knows what I look like. I don't give a fuck. All right. So what is Ski Mask Media without the mask? I mean, who knows if I get invited on another show? I got invited on two shows last night, and one of the guys would not stop saying the N word, and I didn't want to be associated with it, so I pulled out a ball bag and got his channel taken down. Sorry. What do you want me to do about that? So I mean, you know, if you guys want to say what I look like, post it on Twitter. I mean, you guys are really lame on Twitter. I like you all, but we need more action on Twitter, and we need more promotion and whatever. We don't need invites to Hackamania. We're not coming. We don't need invites to any of these other bullshit, whatever you guys are trying to do, because every time somebody gets in trouble and it always stinks, it's never about the show, right? All right, let's get a couple questions because I'm about to end this. I just wanted to tell you guys, like, this is terrible. We're gonna only do shows when we want to do shows. Like I may or may not go to the beach tomorrow. Stancil may or may not go kayaking tomorrow. I mean, that's podcasting. Podcasting, the era of having six dudes in a room and playing clips is over. At least I hope it is. Jesus Christ. It was fun at first when we had to do it. Trust me, it was fun. You got to meet a lot of people. Now it stinks. It's terrible. You're losing a lot of viewers. If you guys haven't noticed, I hate to say it, but somebody else posted it. Kevin has been losing a lot of money the last 2 months. So Why, Kevin? You're not doing real shows. You're doing the same show over and over and over and over. And I wouldn't be talking about your money unless somebody else posted it. I could give a flying fuck. Chad is actually the best in the game right now because he's making it original. And Ray DeVito, come on, man. You got 20 people at your comedy show, but yet you're scared to have me on your show because I'll pull out my bag. Why would I pull my bag out on Ray DeVito's show? Why? I mean, somebody give me a reason for that. I considered Ray a friend, but he won't have me on because he's afraid I'll pull out my bag. I only pull out my bag on shows where they do something fucked up first that they could get fired for, and I'm pretty sure they will. And when I say fired, get the channels taken down. And then, of course, I pull out the bag because it's hilarious. It's funny to me and funny to all 8 of my fans. And what do we got? 13 people watching. I listen. I have the link. If you guys want me to stay on longer, which nobody does because my show stinks, I'm not good at this, and I know that. I spin the bit the entire time. I'm better than Ray. I'm starting to get more views than those other clowns because we have fun on here. Yes, so someone joined the show. Oh, wait, we're all sleeping right now at 2:58, even though there was 1,000 podcasts going last night. Oh fuck! I'm only doing this to wear myself out so I can go to sleep. Fuck, you guys are lame as hell. Ugh. I think these vapes are what's keeping me up. What's the fucking the Netrexone or Natrexone they prescribe me? It fucking sucks. It makes you not sleep, and you makes you have no sex drive. I stopped taking it this morning for the first time because I'm tired of staying up and not being able to sleep. And when I do sleep, it's every 2 hours. Let's learn about Brennan's sleep. Does Brennan ever talk about what happens when he lays in bed? Or is he just talking about Shuley? And then you got B Dabbler talking about Shuley. I saw today some clown on Twitter saying he'll never do a show with a guy that doesn't show his face. Listen, everybody knows my face, but my face is part of my fucking brand. So for you to say something like that, do I even know his name? No. I didn't even know the name of the podcast I got taken down the other day. Just pulling out balls and small pecker, by the way. Pecker was very small that night, which is hilarious. So if somebody could find the clip, please post it on Twitter. I'm sure the ladies would love it because they've seen it. They've seen it large, but this particular night it was cold and nice and small. And your show's gone because you wouldn't stop saying the N word. And am I against saying the N word? Absolutely not. I say it in my social life. I say it when I'm at a red light. But you're dumb to say it on your podcast if you want any. I mean, it just seems like this is getting old as hell. That's what I told Quadfather last night. I said we're both going to be done doing this shit, and at least I give it 5 years at the most. 5 years at the most. Because I mean, people do not give a fuck about this because they're starting to live their lives. Summer's coming around. And we're only going to do shows when it's funny. Like right now, I just feel like talking because I'm having a great time. And I don't really give a fuck what I'm talking about. I was hoping to come in here and get a couple questions, not super chats. Please do not pay our show. And then bounce and then get out of here. Earlier, I did a 20-minute stream with an African American guy. Guess what? It was funnier than anything that's been putting out this week, besides Kumia, of course. Kumia is always the funniest behind the microphone. Fuck. It's crazy what's happening. These people still take this shit so seriously. Holy shit, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. Only got a couple hours of sleep. And last night, I mean, there was 4 or 5 shows going on. One of the shows had 57 viewers. But I guess people are more attuned to that, which is fine. I don't care about the viewership. I just know my shit's going to get clipped because I'm actually friends with the guys that you clip. I'm friends with Ray. That's why I wouldn't show balls on his show. I consider myself friends with Chad because we have a mutual best friend. Somebody's been trying to how do I say it? Dox one of my best friends. I'm not going to say who because he asked me not to, and that shit just needs to be cut out. That shit should have ended like 2, 3 years ago. Uh, I'm friends with Kevin. I talk to Kevin on the regular. He just doesn't want me on his show since I showed balls and ate fish fillet while doing a therapy session, which is lame. I mean, everybody said it was funny. I thought it was hilarious. If it wasn't funny, I mean, if it wasn't funny to him, that's totally fine because guess what? He's the fucking host. Uh, Ray did. I mean, I wish Ray would come out and talk about his ridiculous stories in a funny way instead of just getting mad and talking about people calling clubs or something like that. Which I heard through the grapevine that somebody that is a part of the Devilverse, they called a comedy club and only asked how many tickets were sold. I mean, what the fuck is wrong with that? And who knows about the Dabbleburst? I mean, have we had any new people? And I don't consider myself a part of this, but there's no new people. It's just going to be the same losers. And yes, you are all losers. I mean, I trust me, I'm a loser too. I'm a big time loser. Sometimes I'll hop in the chat, but do I super chat? No, that's gay. And you all know it's gay. Everyone knows it's gay. If you don't believe me, try it. And then just realize how gay you are when you check your bank account. Sorry, boys. It may have been cool 2 years ago. I can't believe it's been going on that long. Gino wants to know if you have a few bucks he can get. Let me call Gino right now. I know he went on Chad's show earlier. I doubt Gino's awake because I'm doing a show this late. But who knows? Maybe he's just waiting around because he had a lot to talk about and he was killing it, in my opinion, on Chad's show. And then Chad just hung up on him and then just started talking about nonsense. Typical. Wow. Let's see. He may still have me blocked. I think I pissed him off a couple months ago, which is typical. People don't want to have me on the show because, frankly, they're afraid of me. People are afraid of me that I'm going to show my bag on their show. The only shows I've showed my bag on were MLC when he didn't pay me and pissed me off. I showed it on BYB because I knew his channel wouldn't get banned for it, and he's actually very quick to get it out. And I showed it on some kind of show last night. I don't even know the name. I know the hostess name was LC, but he was saying the N word so many times, so I just pulled out the bag. Fuck him. I mean, all these guys got to learn their fucking lesson. You can't say the N word on YouTube. It's just ridiculous. You can say it in real life all you want. It's hilarious. You say it on YouTube, your shit gets banned, and then you got to work to. It's a lot of work if your shit gets banned. Luckily, I've never been banned because I know how to do a podcast, and that I think that's a lot why people they get mad at me for actually knowing how to not get banned from a podcast because most of these new guys they're just losers and they're just looking for attention for God knows why. There's some old guy, I forget his name, but I was told that he just started a podcast and there's no reason for him to be starting a podcast. Absolutely no reason. If I saw his name in the chat, I would know what he's looking at. But you know, yeah, I'm known for being into balls and bags, of course. But most of the time, we do it on other shows. I'm not going to do it on my show every. Why would I show my bag on my show? That's insane behavior. Let's see if Gino picks up. Oh shit! It's got to be like 4 or 6 in the morning over there. He's definitely not going to pick up. He's hammered, unless he's waiting for a link for another show. Let's see. I have the link in the chat if you guys want to join. Just please don't show ball bags. He's gonna wonder why I'm calling. Your call has been forwarded to he does that shit all the time. Plus, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. I've been doing this way too long. 20 minutes. Wow. Gino's too brinked. No, he was. You could tell Gino was drinking when he was on Chad's show earlier. I know Gino. I know when he's sober because he barely talks, and he wouldn't stop running his mouth on Chad's show earlier. All right, couple questions and I'm out, folks. I don't need this. I don't need to be here. We're not here for the money. I just was bored and wanted to talk for a little bit. I felt bad because uh, Jim Stansel's been doing the most shows, so I'm trying to put in some shows. So yeah. While I'm waiting on the questions, I will share some links. I do have the link in the chat if you would like to join and ask some questions, talk some trash. Uh, but I mean, we do have a couple of OGs here. Junior Coltrane's been a fan for a long time. Doggy Thunder's been around for a while, and those guys probably are like me. They can't sleep. Yeah, you should see him on stage. You should see Gino on stage when he really drinks. He starts throwing glasses. That happened at San Antonio one time. Hilarious. I tried to call at least 15 people before I started the show just to see if they would come on the show. There's lots to talk about, but I don't like talking by myself anymore. There's really nothing to talk about unless people are asking the questions. But I do appreciate the OGs coming out at 4:08 in the morning. I'm going to crash after this. We got 4 minutes for any kind of questions you want. The fuck was I looking for? I'm starting to get delirious here. Oh, what the fuck did I? Holy smokes! I was hearing weird, fucking. And this is what's different, folks. I maybe brought up the. What about the Caban? Yeah, I called him first. He went on that show that I trashed last night, and it was hilarious. And the host ended up kicking him. And I have no idea what the name of the show was. You'll have to ask that clown. He's a good egg, but I'll still call him a clown. What the fuck is that dude's name? Oh shit, he does shows with Lemmy and stuff, but he was trash, and of course he knew to send me the link because the show was going so terrible. And that's what I'm good at is when I get the link, Uncle Jack, he guys like that know I'm gonna take over the show every time because these guys they love to just play clips. And I had to yell at Quadfather last night. I said, "Doggy, there's 5 people in this room. If you play one clip, I'm out." And then we had 4.5 hours of conversation. And the show I went on after, I could honestly not tell you the name of it. I know the hostess name was LC or some shit. So if anybody knows it, but it was one of the worst pieces of garbage I've ever been on. Oh my god, got hammered and just kept saying the N word. So I pulled out the bag just to get it banned from YouTube so I can go on to a different show. I just felt like podcasting. I thought it was fun. Yeah, no, all right, Uncle Jack. Like, all right, I got to start pulling up these clips. These clips. Sorry. I actually like Uncle Jack because he invites me to shitty shows that he knows I can get banned immediately. Because me and him actually have a kind of a good history, I would say, chemistry. I meant to say, because he knows like if he's on he gets invited to a lot of stupid shows, and if he knows it's going south or somebody pisses him off, he'll just send me the link and I'll just pull out the bag. It's nothing wrong with pulling out a ball bag. It'll get your channel just done, and it's fun. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody on Twitter and everybody on my YouTube channel or Ray's channel, I don't think I've ever pulled it out on Ray's, that Kevin's channel, have seen my bag. And sometimes it looks rather large. And last night it did not because I was on the little tube, and, which I will never do again because I think it was cut with something else. Kept me up till like fucking 12 o'clock, which is annoying. That's right, folks. It's better to party by yourself. When you party with other people, it just gets annoying. Hey, partying by yourself is the way to go, doggy. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Ace LC MCF after dark in on a now. What? You would be loved in that community. Maybe if they had viewers and had some respect for me. If you guys go back and watch all my shows, you'll know how many people who have made it in the business I've had on my show. Check it out. You will get lost of new people that want you on. These are what? How are those? No, I could get comics. I'm friends with comics. Those guys could never land the people I've had on my show. So that's why I was also a little bit upset about it because they weren't talking about anything, and he kept just yelling the N word. I mean, just okay. Anytime I tried to say something funny, he would just call me the N word. What's funny about that? I mean, sometimes the N word can be funny, but don't say it 1,000 times. I mean, I get it. It's in the news. You're still going to get bans from YouTube. It's just going to happen. And I know when somebody sees me in a show because I have a lot of haters and I pull out the bag, the channel's done. It's easy. You start trashing me, calling me a NF. I'm not going to know. I don't do the Discord. I don't do any of that shit. I barely even do Twitter anymore. I don't. Yeah, I got invited to like 3, 4 discords last night, and I tried to check it out. And I'm like, I just want to fucking fire my shit up and talk it to a microphone now. 3 years ago, of course, hey, I'll check out a Discord. I'll check out all this shit and see what's going on. But all these shows are the same. So if you invite me on your show and you disrespect me, I will pull out my bag unless it's somebody notable like MLC, Ray DeVito, Chad, any of these guys. They're all notable guys. It doesn't matter if they're not funny or not. They're still notable. And you got these new shows coming out where they think it's hilarious to just get on the air at 3 o'clock in the morning and yell the N word and just talk about Opie and shit. Like I had to tell BYB, I love you guys, but please turn the fucking what do you call the fucking shit? The link off. Terrible. Yeah, I noticed that Elsie's wife, Junior Coltrane's right. Elsie's wife, me and Cabana were in the chat and we were talking about how fat she was, just to try to piss off the host. And then we asked her to come and pick up the liquor bottle. And as soon as we saw her arms, we knew she was a cow. Oh, that was fun. Yeah. Yeah. Nobody gives a fuck about Opie anymore. I mean, some of us do, some of us OGs. I mean, we'll care on the side, but I don't want to sit on a podcast and talk about it. I'd rather talk about the dump I took earlier, which I didn't. So, I mean, I don't know why we're just talking about other shows and then other shows are talking about this show and we're talking about this show. I get it. The most money and the most views I've ever gotten was when I was doing the Sad Chad show, but it got old. I'm just tired. I was tired of sitting there doing the same fucking thing every time. It's just like what's happening to Kevin right now. It's the same fucking show. I haven't watched in like 2 months. Today, what are we talking about? What happened today? I mean, what happened today? I wish somebody would join so I could ask them what happened today, but half you guys don't want to show your face. Eggplant. What's up, Eggplant? It's my fucking awesome guy. What's up, brother? All right. Well, 29 minutes. I was supposed to the fuck. Yeah, I'm not trying to grow my channel anymore. And I need people to understand that. At one point, my channel was doing very well. Now I want to do what I want to do, and Stancil feels the same way. We're not going to do a podcast at a certain time of day. We're going to do a podcast when we feel like it. It doesn't matter. All right. So if I feel like doing a podcast at the beach tomorrow, I'll do it. If I don't, I'm going to lay in bed and watch TV. I'm not going to sit there and plan a podcast to talk about somebody else's podcast. It's the gayest thing ever. It's ruined MLC it's ruined every show basically except Kumia because he actually knows topics and the best. So yeah, eggplant. You already know I got a big piece. Last night when I pulled it out, whatever his fucking name was, I didn't even know it till somebody said it. It looked real small because I was having some fun. Uh, no hairline. He has a beautiful hairline. Junior Coltrane says, "I hope you guys can read the comments because I'm a little tired. I'm about to wrap it up. I was just gonna give some phone calls like Chad does. What do you guys think about when people play songs? I That's another thing that pissed me off last night. Somebody was running a show. They had six guys. I think it. I want to say it was BYB, but he's gonna yell at me if I was wrong, which is fine because we're friends. But I thought it was so sad. They had six guys on and they're playing music. What the fuck is that? Why would you have six people on to talk? Because, I mean, I always make a choice. Am I going to listen to music or podcasting? And most of the time it is podcasting. I'm not going to, listen to podcasting to listen to music because, first of all, I'm not choosing the music I'm listening to. You're just playing some music over all your fucking not your audience, the people that are with you. Oh, and half of them I've never even heard before. What the fuck? Yeah, Eggplant's been around for a while. He's been a good egg. Having a lot of great conversations with him. Haven't heard from you in a bit, pal. I know you're in Australia, so I know you're still awake. All right. Let's see. We're literally retarded. Gets people to pay money to play this. So, yeah, it's for. I don't even know what MSCF is. I guess that's the podcast I got taken down off YouTube last night. And I was trying to be better at not pulling my bag out because I used to just do it for fun. But he actually asked me to pull out the bag. And I already knew that he had said the N word like 1,000 times. So, of course, I pulled the bag out. Uh, Whoa, eggplant. Relax with these type of comments. You can DM me why because I like you. Um, any questions? Anybody want to call in and then just talk some shit? You can call me right now, 903-539-9677, folks. I've had the same phone number for years. And yeah, man, I gotta go back to sleep today. Tomorrow is Sunday. Oh, I don't have to go to work until tomorrow night. Back at Carnival Cruise Lines, it is the best because when you first get to work, you get to just sail off. I don't have to do shit. Yeah, but all right, I gotta address this. All right, first of all, I was kind of having fun. You know me, I never lie. But as soon as he started blasting the N word out, of course I'm going to pull my bag out. Hold on. Gilly Bravo is calling. Let me put it on the speaker. Gil, please don't say anything bad or I'll block you. What's up?
What the fuck did you just say?
If you say any bad words, I'll block you. You've been a good friend. Just don't do that to me.
Are you on YouTube right now?
No, I don't know. Am I? Yes. Why?
You're not okay. You know that, right?
Why am I not okay? Because I can't sleep with I got insomnia.
No, I'm saying you know I don't care. I'm saying
So what do you want, Gil?
I want your love. What the fuck?
I do love you, but you're not good on a show unless you're on the show. I hate when you call my phone because it's a very hard thing for the fans to see or hear.
But then I did get your fucking super chats, didn't I?
No, I didn't see a super chat from you.
Yeah, I did. You cocksucker.
I'll have to look later because I don't care about super chats. I only look whenever they hit the thing in a couple.
I started fucking around and I started doing whatever.
All right. Well, I appreciate it. Gil Bravo's an OG by everybody. What?
You know I love you.
I love you too. Why don't you just call into the show? The link is in the chat.
Here's the thing. I don't care about the show.
You've always cared about the show. You call me every fucking week, yo.
It's a big difference. I care about you. I don't care about the show.
I've
Big
never
difference.
met you, and you've had plenty of times to meet me.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. When I do what I do it because I'm like, you know what? Yeah, it's fine. But I don't care after that. You know what I mean? You
Gilly,
gotta
Gilly,
understand.
please just call into the show so you sound better.
Okay, you know what? How about this? I'll try more, and to be honest with you, people actually started like wanting to party.
I don't like to party anymore. I sit at home all the time. Just call into my show. I'm losing viewers by having you get into like my microphone.
No. To be honest with you, you had super chatters fucking super chat to you, and they wanted to party. That's the thing. My point is this.
You didn't tell Gino shit. He has you blocked. He's told me before he has you blocked. He doesn't like you. Yeah, unless he changed his mind.
The reason I talking shit is because I like it because I am a troll.
Yeah, but cocaine is much safer than alcohol.
No. Here's the thing. Here's the problem.
Can you just call into the show? Like the link is in the. I got.
No. You gotta understand one thing. You gotta understand one thing about me.
I can't talk to my audience and talk to you at the same time.
No. You gotta understand one thing. A lot of people think I do coke.
I know you don't. I know you do coke. I have evidence of it.
No, you don't. You don't. To be honest with you, I don't do coke. The reality is that like I'm a piece of shit and a half, and that's why people think I do it. I've never done it in my life.
All right. Nobody
People-
cares
people-
if you've done coke or not. Call into the show if you want to talk to me. And then
No, that's
if
the
not,
point.
when I get to bed, I'll call you back and we can have a conversation. But right now, I got to finish the show.
That's my point. That's my point.
I know what you're doing.
You know I love you. You know that, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we talk all the time, but why are you calling me instead of just calling into the show when I put the link in the chat?
I'm an idiot.
All right, well, call in. I gotta hang up, bro. Everybody's done coke, and you're lying. Goodbye. Holy fuck, that's the first time Gil Bravo's ever pissed me off. Lying to me about not doing coke when I've seen the receipts of him dealing coke. It's ridiculous. Somebody call into this fucking show. I'm ending it very soon, actually. Because I have to. It's 4:25 a.m. and I'm gonna sleep for 12 hours tomorrow. Oh, it's 3:25. Haha, I forgot I live in Texas. But for some reason my laptop is still syndicated to the East Coast, which blows. And Junior Coltrane is absolutely right. Everyone does coke. You can't tell me if you're out at a bar drinking, somebody pulls out a bag, you're not gonna have a good time. So let's relax here. Shit. Everybody loves to do coke because it only lasts 3 days in your system. But the come down does suck. Nah, what the fuck? Yeah, no, Junior. Just so you know, and I'll get back to topics right after this. Gil Bravo calls me almost every Saturday night, and it's full motor mouth mode until I have to hang up on him. I love the guy, but he needs to call the show if he wants to go motor mouth mode. That way, you fans can actually hear him and give him a little feedback because he sounds like he's not doing too well either, which is fine. Nobody is. It's April or what is it? May. Everybody I know gets the most fucked up in April and May. It's just a fact. Everyone gets depressed. The flowers are coming out. It's ridiculous. At least that's always been my fucking take. Oh shit! No one's gonna fucking call in. Let's see. The fuck. Coke will turn anybody into a motor mouth. That's what happened to Gil Bravo when he called in. Normally he calls in to call me fat, all that stuff. Oh, Husey called me. Let's see if he wants to get on the show. I got a couple questions for him, pranking other shows. And honestly, I'm about to go take a piss. So I need a guest on here so I can go take a piss. Somebody call in. I mean, this is what podcasting is, folks. This is better than any dabble of show. It's so good, nobody's gonna clip it. That's how you know it's good. The only reason people clip the shows is so that the other clip shows will talk about them. Losers. I gotta grab some water. What the fuck is this shit? What the fuck? Husey, call in. I know you're watching, doggy. Husey's been getting on my nerves when he calls in this fucking show because he'll call in as some other guest, and I'm like, dude, I'm trying to promote your show, and I'm about to fucking hang the show up because I can, and I'm out of shit to talk about because nobody will come in with questions. All right, stay here. I'm gonna go get some water. Oh wow, Husey, you're here. Wow, you gonna call in, or you just gonna do fucking shitty code? How many viewers did I lose? Oh wow, only two. Surprised nobody wants to join. Junior Coltrane is the only chatter. Yeah, I'm starting to get a little tired here, but I have nothing to do tomorrow. I don't have to be back on my Carnival cruise line until Monday. So I figured I'd get a couple shows of the way because I'm going to be gone for a couple days. No, they just opened up the pools this weekend, actually, but there will be probably, if I were to guess, 14 to 15 cannonballs done over the summer. I just need people to hang out with because I'm a big loser and I don't have a lot of friends except you guys. It's easy to become a loser when you become a podcast. All right, what do we got? Let's see here. 42 minutes. All right, we're gonna hit longer. We're gonna be the best. If somebody will join, we'll go a little bit longer. But nobody will. Everybody's scared of the ski mask, so I might just hang up in a second. I'm not going to answer a damn thing until somebody asks a question because I really don't feel like ranting. This is podcasting. It's what we do. The other day, Jim Stansel laid in his bed and predicted all the sports and won a shit ton of money by betting on the same sports that he was talking about. By the way, even in Texas, my friend was telling me the Coke down here is cut with mainly meth. It's about 10% Coke and the rest is meth. So it'll keep you up for days. She's doing great. I don't know which one you're talking about, but they're both doing great. I always have an ex old lady because I like to go on benders every now and then, and they don't seem to appreciate it. Typical. Ladies do not like when the man goes on a nice bender, but they have no idea that the reason you're on the bender is because they wouldn't shut the fuck up or mow the grass. Women are supposed to mow the grass these days unless you own a X mark or a zero turn. If it's a push mower, they got to get out there and mow the grass because women these days are typically a little bit overweight. Just being honest. I mean, that's all we do on the show is we're honest. Uh, yeah, the best way for a man to avoid getting depression is to avoid getting married. Facts. I could kind of agree with that. That's why there's less and less marriage going on, unless you have money, because you have to know that you have money to get divorced before you get married. That's why most of my friends are married because they grew up in nice houses and things like that. Me, I did grow up in nice houses, but I always made my own money. So there's no way I'm going to get married because eventually they'll just want the house. They'll try to take your children from you, which even doing that takes more money. Fuck, I'm getting a little delirious. I might have to go to sleep. But I don't want to end the stream because this is a real show. All right, two more questions. I'll take two more questions, and they better be good since nobody joined the podcast. But here's the show. I could do a podcast just talking shit, having a good time at 4 o'clock in the morning. Unlike clowns last night who got 6 people on a panel and you want to watch clips. It's insane. Oh, fuck. All right. 4646. All right. This is great. This makes me feel a lot better after a nice party time last night. Sitting here running my fucking dumb mouth. I have no reason to talk to anybody in the dabble verse or whatever the fuck you call it. Because we leave our houses, folks. We're not clip watching. We go to the beach, we go kayaking, we go fishing, we go throw up legs. Uh, we have fun. That's why we only do shows when we want. I probably won't do another show for another week. Yeah, Little Mir stinks. Everybody knew it. I mean, he wasn't funny. Uh, he knew it. He knew it the minute he invited me on his show. Do I like the guy? Sure. I'd probably hang out with him, but only certain people could do shows. And that's when I realized like doing shows every day is just gay. It just gets redundant. Uh, yeah, we're throwing up legs while they're literally wasting their time doing clip shows while we're throwing up legs like men. All right, I am getting delirious. I keep looking at the time down there, but I realize it's an hour ahead, so I still got a fucking couple minutes, maybe. If anybody wants to join, that'd be fun. If not, I'm going to end this stream and call it episode 301 because this is how you podcast. If any of you folks want to learn how to podcast, how are you doing with drinking and pancreatitis? Here we go. I haven't drank for 2 days. And what I was drinking for those couple days was just cold beers. Doesn't cause the pancreatitis. What causes the pancreatitis is drinking a pint when you wake up in the morning and not eating. You have to eat, you got to take your vitamins. But however, when you're drinking, you forget to get the initial vitamins into you. You got to take B100, potassium, and magnesium. It should work most of the time, but sometimes you'll get caught in a situation where you're stuck at work for an extra 8, 12 hours and you'll just pass out on the deck of the Carnival cruise ship. And what's great about that is there's medics on board and stuff like that. And there's nothing better than an IV bag. Nothing better than getting hooked up to an IV bag. I won't. That's why they charge so much for it. Like they opened up those places where you just go get an IV bag, and they serve the real shit, not the stuff you get at the hospital. You go there, get it on an IV bag. It lasts about an hour. You'll feel like a fucking $1,000,000. But you got to work out too, even if it's just for a walk, because you're not going to feel like it. And I don't do it. But I love alcohol. All right, so I'm not clicking on that comment. It just looks like spam. That's what they're trying to do to all these channels now. Because it's probably something I would click on, and then it would stream to their channel, which is ridiculous. Here we go. This is a great comment. Lots of men have been caught in the baby trap getting too drunk. Always fear the baby trap. Now, I don't think I can have kids, to be honest with you. When I was in the 5th grade, I fell out of a tree, and I got like 8 staples up my ball bag, and they hung very, very low. My dad called it a chicken neck because he had to take care of me. But as I got older, I realized everything works. I can blow loads, all that stuff. But there's been way too many times where I should have gotten women pregnant. So I don't. I got to go get tested. I got to figure out where to go for that. So if any of you guys have gotten tested, let me know where to go to do it and how much it probably would cost. Or I might just go to a sperm bank and watch it not work and get paid. But no, there's been plenty of times where should have gotten women pregnant just because I was irresponsible and things like that. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Doggy, I'm telling you, I normally don't pull out, and it's never happened. And it's happened when they're having the whatever you call it, ovulation and shit. I hate to get graphic, but I mean, I just to test the series. But I am fully against birth control and all that shit. I will not buy Plan B. If a bitch wants it, she can buy it herself, which I've had happen a couple times. And if they still watch the show, I'm sorry that I said that, but sometimes you just got to be the man. But I truly don't think I can get kids, so I want to go get tested. I just got to figure out where to go because I hate going to hospitals or doctors. So I have no recollection or no mindset of where to go because I've never really thought about it. It's the last thing I'm looking up in my Google search. All right. Junior Culture, just get in the show for like 5 minutes. You got the link. Fucking hate answering shit. Like we'll have to read it out. It's gay. I got a friend that got caught in a baby trap, had a one night quickly. 9 months later, he's paying child support. Yeah, probably that happens a lot. Because they'll what the women like to do is when they're on ovulation or whatever the fuck they love to call it, they always spell it differently or say it differently. They'll go out to a club and meet a guy, get banged up, and just know that they'll leave them in 9 months. Yeah, I've seen that happen before too, and I'm only 30 years old, which sounds old. Yeah, I've seen it happen. It's happened to a couple of my friends actually. The best is when they try to get the child support and the guy wins in court because she makes more money. I love when that happens. It's happened to like I think two of my guys. I won't name names. All right. 6 minutes. I'm gonna end this at an hour. If anybody wants to join to ask the questions. So just keep asking them in the chat. What hilarious. Yeah, if you look at a steady job, it's even worse than that. They even go after the cars these days. Women are evil, dude. Women have been evil for a long time. It's always been that way, actually. All the boys out there have to be careful and pay attention to the laws because they change every year. So I haven't worn a bag since high school, and I refuse to wear a bag. That's just helped me get my fucking pullout game strong, and it's worked every time. But there's been a couple times where the pullout game was just not an option. Hate to say it, but I mean, if the people I'm talking about are watching the show, I mean, whatever. I told them about it. I think. I wish I was gay so I didn't want women. No, you know what sucks? I'm taking the naltrexone. This is the first day I haven't taken it because I have no sex drive. I haven't beat off in over 2 weeks, and that made me annoyed enough to stop taking it. So fuck it. And it's also made me not want to sleep. ACDC's here. Wow. No, I'm also against the birth control. I hate that, and I hate it when they put it in their arm and all that shit. I like everything all natural. Women, because most of the time they start the ladies on birth control when they're in their teens, and it fucks up their brain. I've seen it happen. They become insane creatures. Yeah, but I'm not even. I'm 30 years old. Why would I be worried about being protected from the baby trap? Send them my way. I make enough money. All right, somebody gonna join the show? The link is in the comments. Let me know if you can't join the show for some reason. Tired of clicking on it. Fuck. I always get so many fucking stupid texts when I do this shit. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up in 1 minute from now. 1 minute from now, unless somebody joins or they come out with an adequate question. Too high to be on camera. All right, I have no idea what that means. All right, boys. Ski Bass Media on Patreon. I know we don't post a lot, but it's just a great way to support the real podcast. And you guys know what to do. There's a lot of OGs in here. You all know what to do. We'll do shows when we feel like it, and we're not going to do shows just because somebody said something on another show. We talk about us. Later. Gotta go to bed.